sauce. Got the presence on me, I can't ever take it off. That's why I came, country boy stepping, yeah, I'm country boy stepping. Country boy stepping, yeah, I'm country boy stepping. Yeah, they can't get like me, rockin' boots and white tee. Designer on my cuff, links, something like a movie. Country boy stepping, yeah, I'm country boy stepping. Country boy stepping, yeah, I'm country boy stepping.
Welcome to episode 5 of Goa's finest modified machines, and today we have a very purposeful built Xpulse 200. We have the owner with us, Ashwek. Please come in.
Hello.
Hello, nice to have you, bro.
Thank you.
So he's going to explain us what is done on the motorcycle. So let's just get started.
Okay.
Yeah.
The front mudguard is from KTM XCE. This is not sold in India.
Is it?
My manager came from Austria, so he got it for himself. I took it from them.
Nice.
Then Rally Tower. This is from K3G dash cam, and the screen is from AOC.
So it has both the
Dash
front
cams,
and back.
maps, and you can record all the rides from this thing.
Okay.
Then
So on the Rally Tower, I see there are a few things which have been done.
Okay.
So if you can come closer, there is a charger. Yes. Then FuelX. What is this for?
This is storage. You can put stuff in it. There is one more storage bag here.
Okay.
You have cable ties, med kit, and the handlebar is from Tigre 900.
Okay.
A-service hand guards, adjustable mirrors. You can, if you fall, it directly bends. If you want to remove it, just turn it around.
So when on trail and all, it is perfect.
Perfect.
So what is this for?
This is to control your screen.
Okay.
There is one more T-stick over here. I am using blue armor for my helmet, so you can control the music. Plus, when you want going on a ride, you can directly do announcement from here. Up down.
Okay.
I installed a quick throttle.
Okay.
Pro tip chin guard.
Chin guard.
This is when you hit something and your helmet smashes in this, you can save your face.
So the front suspension, is it stock or what have you done?
No, actually the bike is stock, but I installed a rally suspension on this one.
Okay.
These are separate. These cost around 22,000 something.
Okay. So but they are from the rally version,
suspension,
like from Hero itself.
Hero itself.
Okay.
And custom T, I cut off the stems from the actual T and install risers from this thing.
Oh.
So this is not stock. Then legendary.
It looks very clean though.
Yeah. These are legendary custom guards, and they came with sliders, but I don't like sliders.
Okay.
Maddog Scouts.
Exhaust is
Exhaust
custom?
is
the whole pipe?
the pipe is from Xpulse first gen.
Okay.
And the end can is from KTM 390.
390. Acha.
Yeah. There is a N-gauge air filter inside.
Okay.
Custom this thing, not custom, modified injector. Custom clutch. Foot pegs are from, I don't know which brand, but one of the customer who had a GS, so he bought it.
Okay.
He didn't like it. He threw it out, and he changed the foot peg from stock back to stock. And I kept this, modified it, and I installed it on my bike.
Nice. A lot of high-end products on the bike.
Yeah, most of them are
imported and sourced. So
Rahgear bags.
Rahgear bags. I think that seat is also.
Yeah, the seat is also custom made.
Okay. Rahgear bags, and then we have
10 grips are generic from Amazon.
Yeah.
And the bottom one is from, I guess, 210 Charisma.
This one.
Yeah. I just inverted is upside down to.
And this is generic from Amazon.
I'll change it later.
And then
custom tail.
Yeah.
We'll remove the stock ones.
And this is also, I think, custom.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the top rack.
Yeah.
Yeah. Perfect. So, okay, this was the quick walk around of the motorcycle with Ashwek.
I might take offense if you tell me that you doubt it. It's just what it is. Yeah, I'm known to make it right.
So now comes the interesting part where we learn more about the mods, we learn more about the bike, and we understand what it requires to mod an Xpulse. Let's just get started with the simple question. Why this bike?
So long back, there was a calendar at my house.
Okay.
It was given by Hero, this thing. So we bought some Hero bike, I don't remember which one. I think Splendor or Passion something. So that time the Hero and the Honda just separated.
Okay.
And the calendar had a Impulse's photo.
Okay, the old one.
The first one. And that time I was like 8th grade or something, I don't remember, but I saw that bike and I fell in love with it.
Like just I wanted,
I wanted to just that bike.
And
but,
that time I think there was No other off-roader as such
No,
in
no,
the
no.
market.
It was
Yeah,
the
so it
first
was
bike.
something very
Yeah,
new.
It was
back
like
then.
something different, the high mudguard and this thing. So after 2 years or something, it got discontinued.
Yeah, Impulse.
And I lost my hope that time. And in 2012 or something, the concept for Xpulse came out. I shared that photo and I captured. That time I was in 11th. I don't remember where I was, but that time I posted the photo on Instagram and I was like, "This will be my dream bike, and I will buy it." So at that time I was not working. After a few years, when I started working, after 6 months or 7 months, the bike came in the showroom. That time I went for the test drive. Same, I will buy
Fell
this
in love
bike.
with it.
Nothing else.
What was the most difficult mod to be done on the bike? Or you can give top 2 or top 3 if you like whatever is
Most
comfortable.
difficult. That will be the headlight, I guess.
Is it?
Okay, so this Rally Tower is a Mantis. This doesn't support headlight installation.
Okay.
So I had to cut the headlight. So this is HG God's Eye.
God's
so
Eye,
it was something like this big.
Okay.
So I have to cut it and bring it down to this one. So I removed the front this thing glass, the rear fins, everything. So now it's worth putting it because even the small headlight it weighed around 2 or 3 kgs, I guess.
Okay.
Now it's down to 1 kg, I guess.
A lot of, I mean,
Yeah.
that's not the answer I expected. I thought K3 something related to engine or something. You
No,
would say, but
engine
then,
I changed.
like injectors or something, but then
Injector was, I knew it would fit because the old Charisma injector we used to fit it on Impulses.
Okay.
This is not from Charisma, but you can use Charisma's 223 injector to this one 2V Xpulse.
2V Xpulse. Okay.
The other thing will be the Rally Tower, I guess.
The Rally
Because,
Tower. Okay.
Rally Tower is good. They built it very well. Only thing is the ABS cable has some
Routing.
issue with it.
Okay.
It just cuts off this thing ABS cable.
Is it?
Yeah. Now the speedometer is showing around 46 or something. I think it easily done 75 to 80,000 kilometers. And the speedometer issue was before this thing also. But let it be. We want to go in that.
Yeah, but actually I want to go in that because people like to know about Xpulses and their engine reliability. So since you said already you have almost clocked 70k around, has there been any major engine work done?
So not major engine work. So nothing was broken, but I installed a big bore kit on this one before.
So nothing was broken?
No, nothing was broken, but the engine big bore kit was a bad idea, I guess.
Is it?
Because now some sounds are coming. Second thing is the bike's balancer goes, I don't know why, 2-3 times I changed it. After that, I didn't open the engine at all, but now I have to change the piston rings and the piston because it's not giving me the same power. I wanted to put the big bore kit back, but NMW's this thing is not good, like
Responsive
shipping
customer.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
But
let's
then
see.
how much power are you putting out? Do you have any idea about that?
No, I don't have any.
No idea. But it's definitely more than
stock.
stock.
Yeah.
Okay. So is there any mod? It might be cheap, it might be expensive, but is there any mod on the bike which after installing you were like, yes, this is what I needed, or this is what everyone should get for? What, the whole
Not
Rally Tower?
everyone, but Rally Tower was one of the best thing I have gotten on this one because
Why is that?
First was it changes the look entirely.
Okay, fair enough, yeah.
Other thing, I can put my instruments and everything because stock Xpulse, when you put GPS mount and mobile mount, there is no space. It looks
space.
ugly. I'll be blunt.
So you can mount more accessories.
More
basically.
accessories, plus it reduces the weight and it brings down the weight from handlebar to the chassis.
So it actually reduces the weight. So
reduces the weight in
goes
sense-
to the chassis.
Yeah, that is
Okay.
there, but the stock headlight clamps and the headlight is around, I guess, 10 kgs or something.
Is it?
It's very
That
heavy.
heavy?
It's very heavy.
It doesn't look heavy. I mean, it looks
Yeah,
very
it
small
looks
and
this thing,
compact,
but it's
like.
very heavy. This will be around 6 or 7 kgs.
Okay, still
entirely.
3 kgs is a
3
lot
kgs is
considering
less.
it's like on top plus. Yeah. Okay.
And it brings down the weight from handlebar because when your handlebars are light, you can ride easily.
Is there any mod which you regret? or which is not there on the bike yet, we have thrown it out or whatever, like
Yeah, the big bore kit.
big bore kit?
I'm regretting it, but I still want it because it it increases your maintenance, no doubt.
Okay.
But it gives you power.
So
like,
that is worth it.
Yeah,
you
it's
feel
worth
so.
it.
But in terms of maintenance, what do you think is needed? Like if someone is putting a big bore crate, like for him to be prepared, कि बाबा ये सब काम आएंगे.
So, so first thing is when you increase the bore size, the compression and the compression and the pulling rate changes.
Okay.
So your starter gets issues.
Affected.
So it can't take the power of the piston. So starter goes off easily.
Okay.
One thing is that.
How often is that?
So while I was using big bore kit, I think I changed 2 starters.
For how many kilometers?
That will be around 20,000.
Around 20,000.
Yeah.
So around 20,000 one starter.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
No, so 20,000 2 starters.
2 starters. Okay.
Yeah. So that is there. After that, your oil goes out because pistons are bigger, the bike get heated up. So you have to change the oil continuously, and you can't use the stock oil.
Okay.
When you're using the, if you're going for big bore kit and you're using 1030, the oil goes out in I think 2 to 3,000 kilometers.
And anything else which they have to consider?
Yeah, you have to tune the bike. If you're not tuning your bike, then no point in this thing. But okay. I have the injector and the FuelX, so it kind compensates for that thing. Okay. But still, if you are not using it for race, don't put a big bore kit.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because then the bike would be more of like practice sessions and tracks.
Yeah.
If you're not a daily commuter.
Yeah. If you want to put the big bore kit on a daily commuter, then get ready to pay a lot of money on this thing.
Maintenance cost would be there. Okay. So any further upgrades which you are thinking of, or is this like the final stage?
No, the thing is, whoever knows me knows the bike changes within 1 month, 2 months.
Okay, so I think we'll have a version 2 maybe in 6 months or next year.
Yeah, you'll find something else only. So recently I changed the color to white, but because of the cops, I just removed the white paint and kept it black. I ordered stock graphic kit for this one, but Flipkart, they sent nothing. I just called them and
said, what do you mean nothing?
So the packet had 2 cardboard pieces and nothing else.
What?
On the spot, I called them, I put a message on the Flipkart app and they responded and they paid me back.
It's like receiving those soaps for mobile phones.
Yeah, same thing. But at least they was getting soaps. I was getting 2 cardboard pieces inside.
So if you want to fit a rally suspension, nothing else has to be changed?
No, nothing.
On the T or on the XL, nothing?
It directly fits
in. And for the rear suspension, how much would that cost for a rally suspension? Do you have any idea?
The rear rally suspension is for, as long as I remember, it was 9,500 for the rear suspension. It has preload and rebound settings.
Okay. So direct fit, direct swap.
Fit. Yeah, direct swap.
Okay, perfect.
But you have to remove the air filter box and...
Yeah, I mean, putting it is one thing, but do you have to modify your frame or something like that? Nothing.
It directly fits on the bike.
Fits in. Okay, perfect. So I think we'll come to the last part, which is how much have you spent, like approximately? I know you cannot put a number because even I modify my vehicles. I know we can't put a number to it, but approximately, this is not for me, this is for the viewers watching if they want to build something like this.
So thing is, when you said you want to take you have to make a video, I was just calculating how much stuff do I have on my bike.
Okay.
So it came to a number it's almost the ex-showroom price of the bike. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't want to say the exact price because
yeah, we get it. You can still Google it out if you don't know.
My family will kick me out of the house.
But then yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it is what we bikers like to do. We like to make the bike according to how we ride, according to our taste.
Yeah.
That is the main fun part of modifications. Like, any last message to anyone watching who wants to modify the Xpulse? May it be the old one, may it be the new one, the 210 which is out.
So one thing I can say is, if you are not going for race, don't mess with the engine.
Okay.
Because service center will take a lot of time to rebuild the engine.
Okay.
Unless you are mechanic or you are going for a race, go for the engine, nothing else.
So basically you're saying if you know someone who's a good mechanic or you're a mechanic yourself, then do whatever you
What
want with the
then, yeah.
engine front. Okay.
If you want to put exhaust, don't go for the loud one, because the louder the exhaust, the less of the airflow, like back pressure you get, and it doesn't run with this thing.
Okay.
If you're going for a rally tower, don't go for the cheap this ones.
Knockoff ones.
Knockoff ones. You get few cheap knockoff ones, but if you really want a good weight balanced tower, then either go for the K3G
Okay.
or the Gear X one.
Okay.
I don't know any other brand
brands.
who makes good quality towers, but K3G and Gear X are too good this thing.
Okay.
I went with the K3G because K3G gave us a good discount while we were at the IBW stall.
Okay. I think that's about it, right? Anything
Yeah.
else which you want to add related to the bike, or any of the viewers watching who want to buy an Xpulse, or who are in the situation which you were in when in 8th standard, when you looked at the Xpulse and you were like, I want to buy this bike. So was that dream worth it?
Yes. So the day I got the bike, the bike changed my this thing. So I used to be an introvert.
Okay.
I hardly went out. Only friend I had was Sairaj.
He's off the screen right now, but his friend is here.
So we used to ride in the Activa and Splendors before.
Okay.
And, the day I got the bike, I told him the day I will get the bike, we'll both go to Murdeshwar. That will be like most normal ride we were used to go were like 20 kilometers
One way. Yeah.
That will be the like furthest we can go.
So for context, Murdeshwar is about 210 kilometers one way, right?
So
for context.
that time Google Maps had a good idea, so we never went somewhere far. So they showed a wrong direction and we went somewhere else. The total
Murdeshwar, it messed you all up. Google Maps.
Yeah,
It's
so-
literally a straight road from
Yeah,
the
so
border.
the thing is, this thing has a turn by turn navigation.
Okay.
So I put navigation on this one also, plus the mobile mount.
Okay.
So the mobile was saying take a left, and it took us to Gokarna. So the entire trip was 500 kilometers for us.
Oh wow. And how early was this in the whole biking scenario?
So this will be around 2-3 months.
2-3 months in.
Yeah.
Good 500 kilometers.
5 kilometers.
One day?
One day.
Perfect. But yeah, I think that is what biking does to you,
Yeah.
actually. It brings out the fun nature in you.
Yeah,
and it brings
gave
out
me a lot of confidence.
Exactly. Like even now, we had just met at, you might have seen the first video of the Supermoto at Rapper Tech Goa. We met there.
Yeah.
I saw his bike, we saw each other's bike, and I think my bike was not there. Not there. So I saw his bike and I was like, bro, give me your number, I want to make a video. He was like, yeah, cool, why not? So it was like, just like we knew each other for a long time, something like that. But that is what the actual biking community is, to be fair. Not the one which is like pushed now by influencers. The super bike hi chahiye, 10-15 bike chahiye. Like, this is the real community which is there. You might have an Xpulse, you might have a Tigre, like the biking is still there, like, and it is, I feel in Goa at least, it is still there a little bit.
Especially in Goa, people don't judge with your bikes.
No, exactly. Never, like.
Yeah.
And I would say 99% of the people I know are like that, like, who will be like, Arey, whatever bike you have, like, come, let's go for a ride.
So I have few friends who has Tigers and all. They don't mind I'm bringing my Xpulses.
Exactly. For people like those, it's like the biking community matters more. It's like how you are as a biker.
Yes.
That is the main thing. So I think that concludes our video. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section below. I'll mention his Instagram ID as well. You can DM him. You can spam his account with questions. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for coming down, Ashwik.
You're welcome.
And hope to see this bike again maybe 6 months down the line with a completely different avatar.
We'll see.
And we'll cover it again. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Take care. Check out Ashwik's page as well. And I'll see you in another video. Done. Perfect.